So it looks like the money issues for Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, has just gotten worse because now Wendy Williams' guardian is asking that he pay over $112,000 in which he was overpaid for spousal support. Not only that, the guardian is also asking that he shut up. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So it never fails. Last night we were live on Instagram and someone asked me for an update in regards to Wendy Williams. Well, this isn't a specific update in regards to Wendy Williams and her guardianship. I still hear that it's still up for review in 2024, so stay tuned. But you also know that we've been following this story about Kevin Hunter, aka Kelvin Hunter, Wendy Williams' ex-husband and former manager and executive producer of her former daytime talk show, The Wendy Williams Show, has been having money issues. He sold off his home, he was selling assets, and now here's another issue because he has also been pursuing a legal case against Wendy Williams' guardianship, asking that he be paid according to their spousal agreement. So as you know, when they got a divorce, there were rumors that he got a big payout, and apparently he's been getting the spousal support, okay, while she was working. However, due to the spousal agreement, if she's no longer on television, if she's not making the money that she was making at the time of their divorce, she does not have to pay him, or there's also another stipulation that the payments would be reduced. So this new article is letting us know how much he was actually getting paid a month off of Wendy Williams' back. So the son, who has been on everything Wendy Williams since the departure from her daytime talk show, actually before that, since the reveal of Kelvin cheating on Wendy. So they write this, they said, Wendy Williams' guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, filed papers in the star's divorce demanding that her ex-husband return $112,500 to her after she said he was, quote, overpaid in their divorce agreement. In the court filing exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, the former daytime talk show host's guardian not only claimed that her ex-husband, who's 52, was overpaid, but she also wanted the divorce judge to issue a gag order to stop him from speaking about the case. So Sabrina says that according to the couple's marital settlement agreement, Kevin was to receive what has been delineated as a severance payments from Wendy. So you remember, he was also an executive producer of The Wendy Williams Show, so that makes sense. You know, there were rumors that he was paid like a big payout of $10 million, but it sounds as if this divorce agreement has something more to do with the daytime talk show. He's also suing Debmar Mercury, the production company that also produced the daytime talk show, for wrongful termination, accusing them of letting him go due to his relationship with Wendy Williams. So they continue, they said, she claims the payments to Mr. Hunter were to terminate if Wendy's yearly income is less than 2 times her then yearly income as of February 1st, 2020, when she was still a part of the Wendy Williams daytime talk show. They said the Guardian alleges that the, quote, yearly income is defined in the agreement as Wendy's W-2 income and any income paid as a result of her working on a show. Sounds like Sabrina Morrissey is trying to secure her money to be coming in. If you missed any of our coverage of the Guardianship, the Wendy Williams 2-part documentary, we talk about Sabrina Morrissey and what she's been accused of in other lawsuits. So in the filing, the Guardian says that Wendy, who had not shown up to host the Wendy Williams Show for her entire last season, stopped being paid her full salary in October of 2021. So follow the timeline. But Kevin continued to be paid. She says she continued to pay Mr. Hunter. He says in his motion papers that he was paid through January of 2022. As a result, Kevin has been unjustly enriched by the receipt of $112,500. That is $37,500 times 3 months. So that's how much he was being paid monthly from Wendy Williams. So she says that this is belonging to Wendy. The filing continued. Sabrina is asking the court to order Kevin to pay the $112,500 sum plus interest. Additionally, the Guardian is asking that the judge place a gag order on Wendy's ex. They say, I request that the court increase the protection of this case and issue a gag order, thereby instructing Mr. Hunter not to speak to the press or others except for legal advisors about these matters, and to instruct anyone with whom he has previously discussed these matters that they should not communicate about these matters with anyone else. She is also seeking to have the court dismiss Kevin's request to bring the case once again before the court and instead decide whether the case should go to arbitration. Because the last that we heard that they had told Wendy Williams' legal team and Kevin to go into mediation. That was the last we heard in regards to this case. So as the U.S. Senate reported last month, Kevin is asking the court to intervene after he claims the payments which were agreed to in his and Wendy's marital settlement agreement suddenly ceased just before she was placed under a guardianship in 2022. He's now asking for the payments to resume because apparently he has said in court documents, so this is not alleged, that he's dealing with financial hardships. He can't pay for his insurance. He can't pay for his HOA fees. He's now since, I believe, sold that property that he had there. I don't know where he's living or how he's living or if he's even with Serena Hudson. So in the documents, Kevin said that their out-of-court mediation had failed. So that's the update, and that's why he's bringing their case once again before the court. The father of two wrote, I rely on the severance pay for my living expenses, and having been without this income for 23 months has affected me greatly. I always am so bamboozled. I am just so confused that this man that managed Wendy's career when she was in radio and when she secured this daytime talk show for over 10 years, he was an executive producer. He was getting a salary. But Wendy, even before the second documentary and the first documentary, talked about how he liked to live this very lavish lifestyle. It sounds as if he lived way above his means, to the point where it's only been since their divorce a few years and you have nothing that you're fighting in court in order to get money. Because my thing is, it's not even if you divorced Wendy, you should still have your own salary that you made money from the show and from managing her. So where did all that money go? You've been tricking it out on fancy cars and supporting this other baby mama. It doesn't make sense to me. And for me, this is your karma. It really is your karma. So they said that he relies on the severance pay for living expenses, and having been without it, this income for the 23 months has affected him greatly. Wendy's ex is also demanding that the star, via her guardianship, immediately pay all severance payments which may be due and owing at the time of this court's order. Kevin would also like documents pertaining to Wendy's AFTRA retirement plan to be executed. Kevin also urged the court to compel Wendy's team to hand over all bank records from the date of dissolution of marriage until current. In the documents filed in March, Kevin argued he was promised access to his ex's financial records by way of her guardian. They probably also don't want those financial records revealed, because that's the other question that Wendy's family and the public have been wondering. How much of Wendy's money has been spent since she's been under this guardianship? How much money, in legal fees and paying for Sabrina Morrissey and fighting this situation with Kevin and motions and things like that. So on December 8th of 2022, I attended a mediation with Wendy's counsel and Wendy's New York court-appointed guardian attorney, Sabrina Morrissey. In that mediation, Wendy's counsel and guardian agreed to provide statements to the accounts and bank records they claim to have gotten permission from the New York court to provide. I don't know about you guys, because it's like, which one is the lesser of the evils here? Because I don't trust Sabrina and her trying to withhold this financial information. But then also, I have trust issues. And I don't trust Kelvin Hunter in this regard either. Because based off their like, I haven't seen their marital divorce settlement agreement. But based off the language that we've heard is that if her lifestyle, if her pay it had changed, his payments would be reduced or completely terminated. Apparently, they decided to completely terminate it. So the insider close to the negotiation said that despite the media's statement about Wendy's financial affairs, there was no proof offered to them to support the allegation that the former TV star is broke. All right. So this has also led to rumors of people saying, has this financial guardian drained Wendy's accounts? Kevin repeatedly asked for Wendy's financial records during mediation, according to sources. Kevin said despite supposed assurances from his ex-guardian and her attorney that they would provide him with Wendy's bank records, they never materialized. During Wendy's docuseries, Where is Wendy Williams, which aired on Lifetime last month, the star said that while discussing her guardianship, I have no money. And let me tell you something, if it happens to me, it can happen to you, she told the camera of her financial situation. Honestly, when Wendy said that in the documentary, I took it as she had no access to her money. Clearly, on the last report that we did, she had millions of dollars with Wells Fargo, which now she has no control over. So as I said to you guys before, it's sort of like you don't know who to trust in this situation. This is part of the reason why we are continuing our advocacy for Wendy Williams to be under the guardianship of a family member and not Sabrina Morrissey, someone that she doesn't know. We have no update in regards to when or where or what has happened in regards to the review of this guardianship, but this is the latest update that we have in regards to Wendy Williams and the battle that she has with her ex-husband in regards to his spousal support. Guys, as always, I want to know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you, follow my lead.